afternoon, we're following several breaking stories at noon. First, a crash on I-70 in Washington County that has traffic at a standstill.
Channel 11 traffic anchor Tricia Pittman joins us live to show you where drivers are being detoured right now. Tricia?
This accident is in the westbound direction, and right now all traffic is stopped between the area of 519 and the 79 South Junction. You do have the option of exiting 519, going down to 40 or up to 136 as alternate routes. No word on how many vehicles involved, but traffic is stopped there in South Germain Township, Washington County. And again, this is in the westbound direction on I-70 between the 519-84 interchange and the 79 South Junction. We're continuing to keep an eye on it and working to get some additional information on how many vehicles are involved and if there are any injuries. Again, you cannot use 70 westbound in this area, so exiting at 519 and taking 40 or 136 is your best alternate route.
All right, thanks, Tricia. More breaking news out of Fayette County. At least one person was killed in a crash involving a tractor trailer there. The crash happened around 7:30 this morning in the westbound lanes of Route 40 in Henry Clay Township. Both the front of the truck and the front of an SUV were damaged. We're told one person in the SUV was killed. State police in Uniontown are investigating. Watch for updates as we get them in this newscast and tonight on Channel 11 News at 5.
Happening now, a final goodbye to two Cranberry Township firefighters and brothers who died within hours of one another last week. Fellow firefighters lined up outside the funeral home in Cranberry Township as Mark and Lee Nana's caskets were taken to Dutill United Methodist Church for this morning's services. Afterward, the brothers will be laid to rest at Pinewood Memorial Park. Retired Cranberry Township Fire Chief Mark Nana died last Wednesday from complications of an infection. And then the family said his older brother Lee suffered a heart attack and died just hours later.
A lot of clouds today with some showers for some of you.
Meteorologist Danielle Dozier pinpointing which neighborhoods are seeing rain right now in Severe Weather Center.
So we've had some pockets of heavy rain moving through Fayette County, kind of near the Uniontown area. So let's take a look at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. I know many of you will be staying dry today, but where it is raining is down across Fayette, Westmoreland, Indiana counties, although in Indiana County it's very spotty. We've had some more moderate to heavy rain that has been pushing through Fayette County, and you can see that here on our radar. Let's zoom in here and put it into motion. The pockets of red color show where that rain has been heavy and moving off toward the northeast, and we'll continue that trend. Still some showers left over here for far eastern Fayette County and the ridges well east of Uniontown. Spotty showers at best here through Indiana County, also here across southern Westmoreland County. Pittsburgh looks like we'll stay fairly quiet for the day today. Same thing up around Beaver and up in Newcastle. I'm going to be tracking a better chance for rain coming in for Wednesday. I'll have the hour by hour for that. Plus, I'm still looking ahead to our next big wintry weather system that's still to come in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast.
And a murder trial is now underway, and the defense says this whole thing may be a case of mistaken identity. According to the Trib, Daryl Tolbert McGee's attorney says his client was actually out of the state when Michael Wilson was killed in Jeanette. He alleges the suspect's identical twin brother, Dwayne Tolbert McGee, is to blame. And there are reports he did have some issues with the victim, but he died in May of 2018. Prosecutors say they have surveillance video of Wilson being killed in front of a Dollar General store on Clay Avenue back in April of 2017. Channel 11 is at the courthouse for opening statements. Look for developing details tonight starting at 5 on Channel 11 News.
The mayor of Braddock Hills is speaking out about a shooting that left a one-year-old hurt. The mayor actually witnessed what happened. He was sitting in traffic when bullets started flying. Those shots were fired Friday at the intersection of Yost and Brinton. Mayor Jack Brown says he was in traffic and saw someone in one car fire 8 or 9 rounds at a family inside another car.
They were firing so many shots that pieces of the car were falling off right on the street. You're just in stunned disbelief that it could be happening in front of you. I mean, it wasn't certainly nothing I had seen prior.
Police told us 3 children were in the back seat of the car that was shot at. They think the father in the front seat was the target. A 1-year-old was hurt by the flying glass and had to be treated at the hospital. The suspect's car was found, but so far, no arrests.
Police say a registered sex offender drove from Ohio to Cranberry Township to rape a teenager he met on Instagram. Police say Trey Eisenbraun met the girl online last April and drove across state lines to see her. The victim told police she thought they were going to dinner. but they say she was taken to a wooded area and sexually assaulted. Detectives say they believe Eisenbraun has done this to other girls in Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania and Ohio, and they're urging those victims to come forward. A fast food worker caught on camera apparently putting his hand down his pants. A Channel 11 viewer sent us that photo from the Brookline McDonald's. McDonald's sent us a statement saying, quote, "Providing safe, high-quality food is a top priority. We have been made aware of this situation and are investigating internally." The viewer who sent us the photo says he was so disgusted that he felt he needed to share it to protect other customers. The health department says they're aware of the situation but have not received any formal complaints. We'll be checking back in throughout the day, so watch for updates on this story coming up tonight on Channel 11 News.
New at noon, several arrests made in the downing of that Ukrainian passenger plane last week. All 176 people on board the plane died when it was hit by a missile hours after Iran attacked an Iraqi military base that houses U.S. soldiers. Iran initially denied that it shot down the plane, but days later reversed that statement, blaming it on human error. Overnight, an Iranian official indicated several people have been arrested for their roles in the crash, adding the plane's flight data recorder was sent to France so it can be read, but the French seem to be denying that. Speaker Nancy Pelosi is meeting with House Democrats today to talk about how to proceed in the impeachment of President Donald Trump. She could announce who will serve as impeachment managers as early as today. The managers will essentially act as prosecutors in the Senate trial. NBC's Tracy Potts has the latest from Capitol Hill.
The House will be in order.
Today, the House of Representatives ends a 3-week delay turning over impeachment to the Senate. Voting begins this week to send the charges or articles and decide who will try the case.
Mr. Carlson, withholding the articles is a gambit that achieved absolutely nothing. Do you have any reaction to that?
He's wrong. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi held off for 3 weeks trying to force the Senate to call witnesses. That's still undecided.
You never had any leverage in the first place.
The only way to get the truth is witnesses and documents.
A new Quinnipiac poll shows 2/3 of Americans, including nearly 4 in 10 Republicans, want to hear from former National Security Advisor John Bolton. 4 Republicans are likely to vote with Democrats to make that happen.
I'll be voting in favor of considering witnesses, including John Bolton, yes. Yeah, I mean, he's someone who I would like to hear from.
President Trump is urging the Senate to dismiss the charges with no trial. Democrats call that a cover-up. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
Joe Biden's campaign is using President Donald Trump's own words to argue that Biden is the best Democratic candidate to retake the White House.
Donald Trump has made it clear.
Joe Biden. Biden.
And Biden. He's got Joe Biden on his mind.
The ad strings together a series of clips showing Trump saying Biden's name over and over, referring to Trump. The narrator says he's got Joe Biden on his mind and claims Trump can't stop talking about Biden. The ad also cites polls showing Biden ahead in key states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The ad was released ahead of tonight's Democratic debate in Iowa, just weeks before the nation's first nominating contest, the Iowa caucuses. Biden will square off against 5 other presidential candidates in Des Moines tonight.
New information on what led to an hours-long standoff in Butler County. We found out state police were trying to get a man out of his home in Prospect on Friday. Troopers went to the home to serve a mental health warrant.
The important thing is that we, keep the scene safe, not only for police officers and citizens around the scene, but we also need to keep everything safe for the individuals that we're dealing with.
The suspect faces a list of charges, including aggravated assault on a police officer.
An Elizabeth Township man has pleaded guilty to sabotaging railroad signals. Federal prosecutors say that William Brown admitted to detaching 4 railroad signal antennas and cutting cables at tracks near Braddock and cutting signal wires near McKeesport. He faces up to 20 years in prison. He's scheduled to be sentenced in May. At least 6 people are dead. 10 more are missing after a sinkhole swallowed a bus and part of a sidewalk in northwestern China. The bus was at a stop outside of a hospital when the ground gave way yesterday. In addition to the bus, several people on the sidewalk who were there trying to help passengers also fell in. The incident also triggered an explosion. Sinkholes in China are often blamed on construction work and the country's rapid pace of development.
Uniontown's new treasurer has finally been sworn in after a heated controversy erupted. Antoinette Hodge is the city's first black treasurer. She was supposed to take office last week, but her attorney says several white city officials stood in her way and tried to stop her from getting the necessary bond for the position. At last check, a federal lawsuit against the city and those officials was moving forward.
I know her relatively well, not personally, but we have a business relationship. We had one before anyway. I'm sure we can all work together. I've worked with all kinds of people.
I have no hard feelings. This is about us working together to build Uniontown.
The city's finance director says there wasn't anything racist about the holdup in Hodge's swearing in. He says he was just doing his job.
New at noon, UPMC is investing $1 billion to develop new drugs, diagnostics, and devices by 2024. The money is coming from UPMC Enterprises, which is a venture capital and commercialization arm of UPMC. It includes $200 million for immunotherapy-focused partnerships with Pitt. More breaking news at noon. Penguins captain Sidney Crosby will return to the ice tonight against the Wild. Crosby has been out since early November after undergoing surgery for a sports hernia. During that time, the Penguins went 19-10. The Penguins and the Wild drop the puck tonight at 7. Watch for coverage on Channel 11 News starting at 5. A contractor for a local township is accused of building an illegal road through Allegheny County's largest park.
We're hopeful they'll do the right thing and come in and fix it correctly for us.
The rules the state says that contractor broke.
A school bus
This lady's on its side.
A school bus driver tries to beat a train and the bus is full of kids. What witnesses are saying about the extremely close call.
And I'm tracking our next best chance for more widespread rain across the area and when much colder air will arrive.
And you may have seen robots roaming Pitt's campus. Channel 11 finds out what is going on here.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Corruption, fraud, scandal. Veteran reporter Brian Ross shines a light on accused criminals. Brian Ross Investigates, Friday at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck.
Like Judge Judy.
Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11. Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Continuing breaking news coverage, Chopper 11 live up over I-70 in Washington County where a crash just cleared. The crash had a section of I-70 shut down, and cars are just getting moving there again.
Yeah, but what a backup is left. Channel 11's traffic anchor Tricia Pittman joins us live to show you where this is all happening. Tricia?
You saw their Chopper 11 live over the scene. This is happening Interstate 70 in the westbound direction between the 519-84 interchange and I-79 South Junction. They just reopened the roadway, just cleared the accident within the last few minutes. Traffic is starting to move in that direction, but you're already seeing a backlog here building before 519. You could exit 519, take 136 or 40 as alternate routes. But again, Chopper 11 there live over the scene of the backlog involved. You can see there, looks like it stretches at least a mile, if not two, coming to that scene of the earlier accident they just cleared, and it's in that construction zone. So again, use extra caution traveling through that area, reducing your speed as well. But this accident along I-70 just cleared between 84 and the I-79 South Junction. Vehicles are moving once again with a heavy backlog.
All right, thanks, Tricia. Well, it was an extremely close call for a school bus in California when it came dangerously close to a speeding freight train.
This lady's on its side with the kids.
The bus got trapped underneath the arm of a railroad crossing just moments before that train arrived. Justin Clubb captured it all on his phone. At one point, the bus rolls within inches of the tracks, the train narrowly missing the bus and the driver with students inside.
Well, they should definitely be more alert when it comes to like railroad crossings, because at the time they had stopped, looked both ways, you know, and then we're going to proceed forward.
It's definitely too close. And like you would expect bus drivers to be trained a little better, right?
Yeah, the school wouldn't say anything about the student or the driver, only that no one was hurt.
A panic at a children's soccer game. What started as a fight on the field ended with dozens of parents and children running from what they thought was an active shooter. New video shows the moments of panic at the youth soccer tournament Sunday in Temecula, Florida. Some 10-year-old boys started fighting, and that's when spectators swarmed the field. And in the chaos, a man who had a camouflage duffel bag caused the hysteria.
They were just screaming, gun, gun, run, run, and I kind of reacted when I saw a grown man scream gun to my face, run. And so I just went, grabbed my kid, I held her in front of me because I didn't know if somebody was shooting or something, and then we just ran over a hill.
Deputies detained the man with the backpack, discovered he did not have a weapon. Coaches and parents plan to meet to discuss safety measures for future games.
The school year could look a lot different for students in Peters Township. Officials tell us they're considering a longer winter break for next year as the district plans for a mid-year move into the new high school. A vote is expected at next week's school board meeting. North Allegheny has canceled their dry run of flexible instruction days. During flex days, students work from home when school is canceled due to weather or other emergencies. The district planned to hold a practice day on February 3rd, but it was not approved by the states.
We have a recall alert to let you know about today. Toyota is recalling nearly 700,000 vehicles because the fuel pumps could fail and cause the engine to stall. The recall covers certain 2018 and 19 Lexus, Toyota, 4Runner, Camry, Highlander, Land Cruiser, Sequoia, Sienna, Tacoma, and Tundra models. It's a long list. Toyota is still working on the repairs. Owners will be notified in mid-March.
Your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
Back with a live look outside. We do have an overcast sky. The temperature at 44 degrees. We should be at 35 in the afternoon for this day of the year, so we are once again above average. You'll need a light jacket when you head out. Wind chill is 44, so right at the air temperature because the wind is light out of the south. It's that south wind that's allowing the warm up today. Here's Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar and the radar loop over the last hour. You can see how that rain has evolved and moved from Morgantown down through Fayette County and continues to move out of Fayette County. Just a few little leftover spotty showers, it looks like, here in parts of the ridges. I think the best chance for rain is well down to the south and east of Pittsburgh today. And the heaviest rain and more consistent rain is down to the south along what we call a stationary front. It's a front that's not moving. So Atlanta getting in on some heavy rain today. You can always stay updated by downloading our Severe Weather Team 11 app. It is free, and that's for your smartphone. and you can track the radar right before you head out the door. Temperatures are ranging from 54 in Greensburg to 46 in Indiana, 46 up in Butler, and 50 in Washington. And we're going to have quite the spread for the day on Wednesday as well. I'll show you that in just a second. Winds right now are light in the city, but 12 in Greensburg, 7 in Washington, and 9 in Butler. There are signs that the winds will be peaking this afternoon with some pretty strong wind gusts, and could be up to about 20 miles per hour. So I want to show you the hour-by-hour wind forecast coming up in the next half hour. As far as this afternoon, we are looking at temperatures into the lower 50s, and there are also signs on our data today that we could get some clearing in here by late afternoon and evening. I think the clearing may be short-lived. By tomorrow, we're looking at more clouds coming back into the area. It'll be cold tonight again in Beaver, 31, 34 for you, and here in Pittsburgh, 32 in Washington, 35 Greensburg. Here's the temperature spread for the day tomorrow. Upper 40s to low 50s in Butler, low 50s here in Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, down south, looks like we could get some more milder air in Uniontown. Places like Morgantown climbing in to the lower 60s. Our rain impacts over the next couple of days, really low today here. Wednesday, it bumps up a little bit, and also Thursday. That's because by Wednesday evening and Wednesday night, we're looking at another shot at some rain across the area. Wanted to bring you the big weather picture here for Wednesday night now. This is a low pressure system that is, that's going to be tracking across the Great Lakes with snow up there. Meanwhile, this warm front will be lifting across the area, so that's going to be bringing some scattered showers to the area as soon as Wednesday evening and Wednesday night, and any lingering showers early Thursday may actually mix with snow well north of Pittsburgh and in the ridges. By the afternoon and evening Thursday, though, I think we could get in on some scattered snow showers for the rest of the area. You can see that temperature is 36, so enjoy the mild weather while it lasts, and the colder of the week is Friday at 32. Wintry mix here for your weekend always in view on Saturday, 41, and Sunday we're looking at scattered snow showers. The colder is Sunday at 28, down to 16 by Sunday night. So I'm going to have more details and timing of what the latest model data is coming in with for this wintry mix. We'll do that coming up in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Bad reaction, a mother's warning after her daughter got a surprise rash from a popular beauty treatment.
And you may have seen robots roaming Pitt's campus. Channel 11 finds out what's going on here.
Breaking News Desk is really an invaluable tool.
You're going to get breaking news as it's happening. You can be assured that everything I tell you is something that's important, that's going to impact your day.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
I know the neighborhoods, I know the school districts, and that really helps to inform you so that you know if something is going to impact your family.
As soon as she gets that information, the Breaking News Desk is able to go on air, bring that information to you and share it.
That is a resource no one else has. If you see me on the Breaking News Desk, you
Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
A new innovative form of food delivery is ramping up on Pitt's campus.
Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has more on the robots swarming the streets of Oakland.
You may have noticed these food delivery robots popping up across Pitt's campus. They were being tested out, but now they're officially here to stay. They're certainly eye-catching, flashing little robots on wheels rolling by students on Pitt's campus. And as of this week, the Starship food delivery service became fully operational here. With an app or online, students and staff can select from a handful of campus eateries and have snacks delivered straight to them.
When they first started coming out, like the first week, like everyone was just taking videos of them, and like people from other schools were like, what is going on here? And it was more funny than but now it seems like useful.
A lot of the students that we talked to told us that they haven't actually tried it, so we decided to test it out. I downloaded the app, ordered a coffee. We'll show you what happened in a report tonight at 5. In Oakland, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
If you get her coffee, we'll have to find out.
Cats, dogs, cows, even chickens rescued in the middle of the night.
But the person saving these animals isn't getting paid. Only on 11. Why? She's too afraid to call it quits.
Mild today and fairly quiet in Pittsburgh, but when we come back, I'll have an updated look at storm tracker Doppler 11 radar and where we're seeing some rain out there.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for original local shows, Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, and more. The hottest Pittsburgh sports topics with even hotter opinions. Halftime adjustments. Wednesday nights at 7:30 on WPXI.
Covers weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the unique weather patterns across our neighborhood. It's why it can be snowing in Beaver County,
while it's dry in Westmoreland County.
Weather coverage you can count on.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
breaking now. PennDOT says it hopes to reopen Route 51 in Moon Township sometime next week. That road has been closed between Flaherty Run Road and Purdy Road since January 2nd. PennDOT says work is still going on in that area following a landslide. Watch for updates on this breaking story tonight at 5 and on WPXI.com. And a live look from Chopper 11 at more breaking news, this time out of McKeesport. Right now, Chopper 11 is over a house fire near the intersection of Grant Street and Evans Avenue. You can see a lot of smoke there right in the center of your screen. So far, no reports of any injuries, but stay with Channel 11 on air and online for updates on this breaking story.
And a crash on I-70 in Washington County has been cleared. Chopper 11 was up over the crash about 15 minutes ago. Traffic still going slow there. The crash had I-70 westbound shut down between exit 25 and 21 near the I-79 South Junction.
6 Democrats take the stage in Des Moines tonight for the first debate of the new year and the last one before the Iowa caucuses next month. And there seems to be a bit of a squabble between two longtime friends.
And both Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders are trying to hold their place as frontrunner in the race. NBC's Peter Alexander has more from Washington.
Heading into tonight's debate, a battle is brewing between the two leading progressives. Elizabeth Warren confirming reports about a private meeting in 2018 with Bernie Sanders. Writing in a statement overnight, among the topics that came up was what would happen if Democrats nominated a female candidate. I thought a woman could win. He disagreed. Warren contradicting Sanders, who hours earlier denied the accusation, telling NBC News, "It is ludicrous to believe that at the same meeting where Elizabeth Warren told me she was going to run for president, I would tell her that a woman could not win. Do I believe a woman can win in 2020? Of course." The two recently exchanging criticism after Politico reported the Sanders campaign instructed its volunteers to portray Warren as the candidate of elites in conversations with voters.
I hope Bernie reconsiders and turns his campaign in a different direction.
I have never said a negative word about Elizabeth Warren, who is a friend of mine.
The simmering tensions coming less than 3 weeks before the first presidential contest in Iowa. In stark contrast to the first Democratic debates, tonight's duel in Des Moines features just 6 candidates. And new polls show just how close it is, with the latest from Monmouth University showing Joe Biden out front ahead of Sanders, Pete Buttigieg, and Warren. Perhaps the most striking finding of that latest Iowa poll, that 3 in 5 likely Iowa caucus goers say they could still change their mind before next month's contest. Tonight, of course, much of the focus will be on Warren and Sanders, even as Warren tried to downplay the drama, noting that they have been friends and allies for a long time, adding that she is confident they'll continue to work together to defeat Donald Trump. I'm Peter Alexander for NBC News at the White House.
Well, clouds will give way to some rain through the afternoon, but not everyone is going to get wet.
Not everyone. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is back with another look at who will see some of the heavier rain.
Yeah, so some of the heaviest rain has been moving through Fayette County, but I think it's starting to push away and out of that area and into the mountains. So here is a look and an update for you if you were planning on hitting the road anytime soon. Storm tracker Doppler 11 radar, and as I mentioned, some of that more moderate to heavy rain pushing through the mountains at this time. Some just very spotty rain elsewhere. I mean, just a couple little green speckles here and there from Indiana County down into far eastern Westmoreland County, but as you see with the radar loop, it is all moving away from the area right now, but we did have some pretty heavy pockets of heavy rain out there earlier. Here's a look at our visible satellite, and this is going to show you where all those clouds are still across the area. It's been pretty thick cloud cover for us today. However, I've been looking at some data, and it looks like we could get in on some clearing as we head through late afternoon and early evening before the sun goes down, and a mostly clear sky here tonight before more clouds build back in, I think, as we head into tomorrow morning. I have got the latest on that winter weather system coming in for the weekend. I'm really eager to show you guys the latest timeline for when I think we're going to get that wintry mix. So that'll be coming up next in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast.
State police say they got about $8.7 million worth of drugs off the streets in the past 3 months, and that includes nearly 80 pounds of cocaine, 43 pounds of heroin, and 60 pounds of fentanyl. For the whole year, troopers confiscated more than $43 million worth of drugs. In 2018, troopers seized more than $66 million in illegal drugs.
A man under criminal investigation for the sudden cancellation of the Three Rivers Regatta was a no-show at bankruptcy court. Promoter Derek Weber and his attorney didn't show for a second time. Another attorney from the same firm told Target 11 that Weber's attorney had another hearing at that time. Several creditors who are owed money did show up, though, and the trustee ordered Weber and his attorney to appear before a judge. Weber filed for bankruptcy after the Three Rivers Regatta canceled the event. Organizers blamed it on Weber's Lionheart event group, claiming they didn't get liability insurance and hadn't paid some bills. State police are looking for a man accused of using fake cash in Westmoreland County. They sent us a picture of the man they're trying to identify. This happened at the Gabes in Hempfield Township. We're told the man used 3 phony $20 bills.
It's 3 a.m. I'm the only person they have to call.
A Washington County humane officer is fighting for a paycheck. She is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but has never once gotten paid. Without her, she says there would be no one to respond to animal emergencies. She spoke to Channel 11's Kara Sapida.
Humane Officer Kathy Cunningham is speaking out about the night she took to Facebook in an open letter to Washington County commissioners asking them for money in the budget to hire a humane officer.
I do humane work 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Channel 11 was there in August when nearly 100 dogs were rescued from a puppy mill. Kathy worked with state police and the Humane Society to save them. Kathy is the one who wasn't paid.
Animals that we have to house or vet, it comes out of our nonprofits, and that's why we do fundraisers and we beg and we try to get grants.
Kathy started her nonprofit 12 years ago. Over the last 3 months alone, she's rescued these pigs, countless dogs and cats, these cows, these chickens. The chickens at 3 a.m. in the mud the night before she took to Facebook. She said they don't have to hire her, they just need to hire someone.
Washington County by far is not poor. And the fact that this is ignored has now taken me to the point of anger.
The Washington Area Humane Society does have 1 full-time paid worker and 1 part-time who work from 9 to 5 and will go out after hours for emergencies.
Who's going to take care of the animals in the middle of the night or on a Sunday or on a Saturday or on Christmas Day?
Kara Sapida, Channel 11 News.
Bad reaction, a mother's warning after her daughter got a rash from a popular beauty treatment.
Plus, the local lawmakers push to lower the cost of life-saving medications like insulin and EpiPens.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You stole a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.
next.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Two state reps from Allegheny County are working to make life-saving medication more affordable. Representatives Dan Frankel and Austin David unveiled a bill that would set limits, lowering what Pennsylvanians pay for medically necessary drugs.
When individuals are unable to fill prescriptions or they lower their dosages to stretch a costly drug out longer, the consequences can be dire for their health and their bank accounts.
The bill would also allow drugs to be imported if a drug company refused to sell medication at the price limit. The state attorney general is teaming up with lawmakers to crack down on Medicaid fraud. The move comes after a grand jury report last year found systemic issues in the taxpayer-funded program. Those issues let certain care providers bill for services they didn't deliver. Lawmakers plan to introduce bills to reduce those loopholes. Pennsylvania's Medicaid program is the third largest in the country.
A Virginia mom has a warning after her child had a harsh reaction to a face mask.
After like 4 minutes, I started feeling like stinging, so I just pulled it off, and I'm like, ow, my face really, really hurts, and it's really red.
It's not known exactly what caused that 9-year-old to feel that after she put on the unicorn face mask, her face burning and turning red everywhere the mask touched. She got that mask for Christmas. After the reaction, her mom checked online and found bad reviews.
If I had just maybe taken the time to look online and seen that there were negative reviews, that may have, stopped me from putting it on.
The company says the product does include a warning about skin irritation, but complaints are now being investigated.
The top spot for thieves to steal your credit card details is at the gas pump.
And they're getting more aggressive. The one card you should not use and the simple steps you can take to stay safe.
And we have a stronger weather system that is headed our way as we head into the weekend. I've got the latest timeline on that wintry mix set to move in.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 and 11.
WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI Now. Watch The Wendy Williams Show. Weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
Allegiant Air is spreading its wings. The budget airline says it's undergoing its biggest expansion ever. 44 new nonstop routes that includes 3 new routes from Pittsburgh International. One to Memphis with fares as low as $55, and Nashville and Norfolk for just $44. If you use a debit or credit card to pay for your gas, listen up. Our consumer advisor Clark Howard says criminals are ramping up their efforts to empty your wallet.
Almost all card fraud occurs now at gas stations. And the reason is gas stations were given 5 additional years to put in new safety features that have been available at other retailers since 2015. But this is the year that gas stations have to switch over. So criminals are working overtime to compromise as many cards as they can this year. So know the ways to protect yourself. Number 1, never, ever, ever use a debit card at pay at the pump because you are so vulnerable with the money in your checking account. Second, if the retailer you normally buy gasoline at has an app that you can use to pay for your gasoline, that's much safer than putting in your card into the card reader. If you want to be ultra safe, go inside and pay and say, hey, I'm filling up at pump 6. That way, you're much better protected than you are at the pump itself. I'm Clark Howard.
And you can see more from Clark Howard on our streaming app. Just search for WPXI on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.
A Pittsburgh-based electronics distribution and services company just struck a huge deal. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times are reporting that Wesco will buy Annixter International for $4.5 billion in cash and stocks. That would make Wesco the city's 3rd largest public company based on revenue.
Thousands of Americans could die from injuries as a result of global warming. Researchers from Columbia and Harvard looked at 38 years of health data from every state in the continental U.S. They found an average temperature increase of about 3 degrees may result in at least 1,600 additional deaths by injury each year. Most of the deaths would be caused by drowning, car crashes, assaults, and suicides. The states with potentially the highest number of deaths would be California, Texas, and Florida.
A volcanic eruption in the Philippines didn't stop a wedding. The couple exchanged vows Sunday under a gigantic cloud of smoke and ash from Taal. It's one of the world's smallest active volcanoes. The wedding photographer says the mood was surprisingly calm despite the large billows of smoke that were prominently visible during the ceremony. The volcano began rumbling an hour or 2 before the wedding started, and then ash began to fall on the party toward the end of the ceremony. More than 24,000 people have been forced to evacuate their homes due to that eruption.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Yeah, those pictures were pretty incredible, too, because you could see the lightning coming from that volcano eruption. Here's a look at the temperatures across our area. 44 in Pittsburgh, 54 Greensburg and Washington, 52 in Morgantown. We're getting a nice little surge because the wind is picking up a little bit. It's a warming wind for us today. So 12 in Washington, 12-mile-per-hour wind in Greensburg, 9 up in Butler. I am expecting these winds to pick up at times throughout the day today. This is a look at our wind forecast. This is 3:30 this afternoon. Those winds up around 10 to 15 miles per hour. You can see 8:30. The wind's still pretty strong there out in our far eastern counties from Greensburg to Indiana, Uniontown. Occasional gusts to 20 miles per hour are possible today. Tonight, we're looking at lighter winds, west winds 3 to 8 miles per hour. Temperatures are going to be right back about where they were this morning. Tomorrow morning, about 34. We're actually going to increase the clouds. So you're probably wondering, well, we have a lot of clouds out there right now. Well, the data's been showing some clearing taking place later tonight, and so clouds look to build back in as we head into the day tomorrow. Temperatures are going to range from about 31 in Butler to 38 in Uniontown, so a little bit of a spread for the morning tomorrow. Nonetheless, still cold enough for our coats out the door. Tomorrow afternoon is our last mild day, so enjoy it. Get outside if you can. I think the bulk of the day stays dry, but our new data coming in this morning has been showing the timing speeding up on some of that rain. So by late evening and into the nighttime hours, we could be getting in on some scattered showers. South-southeast winds will be right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. That temperature up to 53. Quite the spread tomorrow, though, it appears. The green color showing where temperatures will be going up into the upper 50s to low 60s. Meanwhile, well north, we're in the upper 40s through the day with about 53 degrees here in Pittsburgh. So again, all of us getting to enjoy the above average temperatures, average mid-30s. Snow impacts over the next 4 days. Nothing today, nothing Wednesday. But there have been signs that any moisture left over Thursday morning could be in the form of some snow mixing in with rain, especially north, like well north. We're talking northern Butler County and out toward the ridges. And then I think by evening, the area, including Pittsburgh, could be seeing some scattered snow showers. That's our next little weather system coming through. Bigger weather system is still slated for Saturday. And right now, I've got the timing of 6 to 9, 9 to 12, and 12 to 3 with a wintry mix for the Pittsburgh area. By 3 to 6, it looks like more rain than anything. Here's 6 a.m. Saturday. This is the purple and white shaded color, which is going to show, as you see the legend, that wintry mix. And it could be in the form of snow, freezing rain, and sleet initially if you have any plans early. As temperatures warm, we're still seeing that wintry mix through early afternoon, and we're still trying to nail down the exact temperature timeline because that'll play a big role in exactly what we see and when. But I think it's going to transition to rain through late afternoon before changing back to snow by Saturday night. So a lot of moisture to work with that system. Here's the cold air Thursday and Friday. Friday's dry at 32 though, and here's your weekend. We'll be updating this, so you want to keep checking back for the latest timing. Snow showers by Sunday, those highs only in the 20s.
This Is Us returns tonight for its winter premiere here on NBC. The fall finale left a number of plot lines dangling, including a big one with new parents Kate and Toby. Mark Barger fills us in.
Jack's first avocado was actually at Gregory's house when you weren't home.
When last we saw Kate and Toby, storm clouds were gathering.
So you've just been lying to me for the last 24 hours?
It looked like Avocado Gate was going to be the big thing. Then the show says, hold my beer.
Right.
Things got worse when Kate accidentally found a text from one of Toby's female CrossFit pals.
Kate? Photo?
Yeah.
So, now what?
Well, now we're going to find out what's really going on. I was taking a cute picture of you and Jack when I saw you trash-talking me on your CrossFit text chain.
Oh, man. Do you folks try to get ahead of the writers and guess where they're going?
We don't have to. They keep us pretty well updated. That's one of the best parts about our Dan Fogelman and our writing staff is that they're not just making it up as they go along. They have a plan and they have a story that they want to tell.
That story's added Baby Jack into the mix. Usually he's played by Wells Barnes, but occasionally his twin, Poppy.
It's a very delicate balance, but it's been super fun.
Yeah. It's the same thing. But it was the same thing with Sterling. You know, we really had to figure out his feeding and nap schedule. Because
Still figuring that out.
At first, I didn't think he liked me, and then once we get him fed and well slept, he's just fine.
Right.
This Is Us fans hope the same applies.
Kate, we are just friends.
To Kate and Toby. Mark Barger, NBC News.
All new shows tonight at 11. It kicks off at 8 with Ellen's Game of Games, followed by This Is Us, New Amsterdam, and then stick around for 11 at 11.
Thieves driving around looking for a crime of opportunity, and they found one. How long it took to steal this SUV, and the warning from police.
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County.
While it's dry in Greensburg and snow is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
flesh on Channel 11.
Into the alley, a man darts from that car and into the unlocked SUV that was still running. And like clockwork, the thieves pull off together. The owner says she just left her SUV for a few seconds.
We ran in, got my lunch, and then I came back and my car was gone.
She's offering her own reward in hopes of catching the thieves. Police say this serves as a warning. Never let your car run unattended, no matter how long you'll be gone.
A local couple is planning to climb one of the toughest mountains in the world and raise money at the same time for a Washington County homeless shelter. Right now, Dave and Brenda Tennyson of McMurray are training to climb to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. The Tennysons are using their adventure to help the city mission in Washington. Their goal is to raise $5,000 for the homeless shelter, and the fundraiser starts on Monday. Well, that's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5 o'clock.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Snow falls, we use the area's most powerful tools to keep you prepared.
The most extensive school closings all